Greeting listeners and welcome to the Guest-alheim one-shot campaign Arc 2 Snow Gloom. I have Erik with me and we have two guests.
Hey, I'm Adam.
Hey, I'm Graham. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I don't know if I was going to ask if I needed to say anything else.
Well, I mean, where our listeners could hear from you. Also, hello, listeners. It's once again me, the voice that you always hear on Dungeons and Pop, Erik. I am once again filling the shoes of one Spanner, the Mousekin Gadgeteer. Adam is the DM for Mikes and Monsters, and Graham can be found at The Roll Less Taken. Am I correct?
You are correct.
Yes.
Excellent.
We got a fun time today.
I was going to say, do you want to tell us a little bit about your shows?
Sure. Do you want to go first, Adam, or shall I?
Go ahead.
All right. The Roll Less Taken is a actual play variety podcast where we're playing, at least as of recording, we're playing Apocalypse World. I think our arc is starting to wind down.
Ooh.
Before that, we played Weave. We have also played some brief little one-shots using Carly Rae Jepsen-themed cyberpunk heist boy problems, and Monster Care Squad, which I will probably have finished up Kickstarter soon. It's finishing up this week as of recording. And both are excellent games. And yeah.
I am curious about Monster Care Squad, and that other one, the cyberpunk one, was a bit of a mouthful there.
It's great. The guy who created it, or the person who created it, I don't recall their pronouns offhand, also did a Carly Rae Jepsen themed occult one, which if you got the giant itch.io bundle for racial justice, you already have a copy of it. It's called Black Heart.
I'll have to look into that, because if I recall, that is the bundle that I purchased. Something else to look into for the show, Sean.
Yeah.
The Boy Problems was a lot of fun. I haven't super looked into Blackheart, but I'm super intrigued because, you get to make Carly Rae Jepsen themed like goofs and also apparently investigate a cult or something.
You keep using that name, but I have no idea who and or what you're talking about.
She's a Canadian pop singer who basically only Mike, who ran that game, actually knows. So the rest of us, like all the references he made, went over our heads, but I'm sure they were great.
I'm sure they were. That explains why I haven't heard him. I don't listen to pop music.
I've listened to a couple of her songs. They're not bad. Anyway.
Okay. I'll make a note of that. So, Adam, I believe you were next.
Yes. On Microphones and Monsters, we play a D&D 5e game, but we use Sandy Peterson's Cthulhu mythos to create this eldritch-filled world, basically. But the setting's not your typical fantasy setting. It's more modern, and specifically around 1920s, 1930s, but with fantasy races in a fantasy world.
So it's D&D, but in the 1920s via H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah, and we combine cosmic horror, high fantasy, mystery, and we even laugh and have a good time as well.
Sounds good. I've actually listened to a few episodes. A couple episodes. It's been a while, I apologize, but it's really interesting. And I really enjoyed what I have heard so far.
Thank you.
One of your players is a cat.
Yeah.
Yes, one of our players is a cat. We have a Mythos Ghoul as a player, and started using the official artificer on it as well as a doctor chemist.
Now that is cool.
I should say one of your player characters is a cat. One of your players is, in fact, all of your players are, in fact, human beings.
Yes.
An important distinction. I think.
Y'all know what I mean.
I'm correcting myself.
But yeah, Mythos Ghouls eat people to gain memories and stuff. So that's a player character that eats people. So, yeah.
Yeah, that is a fun time. Yeah, I think that about covers it. I'm sure that once this is edited, we'll have some news for the mid-roll when that rolls about. But I think it's about time that we get Sean back in his DM pants and get this game started, no?
Yeah.
I look up in the corner, horrified that he's paying attention to me before the pants are up. That's a bad joke.
God, not the heart-shaped boxers, not the heart print boxers.
Caught you with your pants down.
Watch, that'll be our first That'll be our first ad art. Okay.
Yeah, not for nothing, but I don't think we've actually gotten any fan art. You've commissioned art from your friend, but no fan art.
It'll happen.
Oh, I'm sure it will eventually.
Well, actually, technically, we have had fan art. It's been by people on the podcast.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We had one for Breaking Point, drawn by one of the players themselves. So, okay, so yay, we have an fan art. All right, enough of my rambling. I apologize. I talk too much.
That's all good. Okay, so the curtain draws forward to the sides as we see a modest motel in the simple town of monstrosities known as Snow Gloom. Banner, roll me a Constitution save.
A Constitution save?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Constitution saving throw. That's a no. I rolled a 6.
Yep. You
Actually, I rolled a 1 plus a 5. So,
Oh,
okay?
Yeah. I am not using this app's dice roller thing. I am getting my actual dice. Screw that noise.
Oh yeah, and I have new dice for this too. Wait, just let me know you're right back, and
No, I'm still here. I'm gonna
Okay.
take that roll because I rolled it. I'm just saying I'm not using that again.
I actually had to get you were physically getting up to get your dice. Okay,
They were within arm's reach.
Graham,
Hi.
Adam, roll me a d20.
18.
2.
Okay. And then if I remember, let me look up because I know I asked you the character's name that I should have wrote it down.
I'm playing Lux, Lux.
And I got Addison Snow, Warforged PI.
Lux, you managed to actually wake up fairly early. It's been a troubling time since you've come to the city and remarkably managed to find a job as part of they don't have police. It's not large enough where they have a police station, but the local hag, Grinny Tilda, has hired you as a local constable. There have been a number of strange crimes in the city that you were looking into, and she had mentioned that she had hired some help to get in. And you wake up pretty early this morning. Earlier than the other two.
And that's me.
That's you. Yeah, look, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I was saying that. Look, sorry, my bad.
Okay.
What do you...
So where am I at?
I think...
Like room, am I in a room?
Yeah, you're in a room. You're actually in a room in the inn. They're still working on making more houses, so they've basically been paying for your room and board in the inn.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get up. I'm still wearing my. By the way, I should describe what I look like. I'm a really small creature. On all fours, I would be about cat height. But when I stand up on my back legs, I'm just a little bit taller than that. And I'm very marsupial looking. I'm a zoog. I have these mouth tendrils that writhe constantly, whether I'm breathing or talking or whatever. I have all four of my hands, my feet and my hands are all able to grasp stuff, so they're like claws. But I get up and I'm wearing a dusty blue robe. I was out late in the ruins helping learn stuff and helping clean up the ruins and everything that I'm helping protect. I'm gonna go over to climb up the window, get on the windowsill and look outside. What do I see?
You see the usual. Actually, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
I'll use this to introduce.
That's an 8.
Okay, with an 8, there seem to be a couple people out and about. The main person that you notice walking around, I'm going to post a picture as I describe it for our listeners.
Oh, and I will describe that I'm very I'm a marsupial. I'm very kind of rat-like looking as well.
Oh, okay. You see Azarel, the local Lunari druid who runs the town's local apothecary. They're just kind of sweeping up the front of their business, looking around a little. They don't seem as worried as the rest of the town. They seem to be, I would say, with an 8, you notice they seem like they're kind of just watching for anything going on. But other than that, they're just kind of chilling out. The rest of the town folks seem to still be working on getting up. You managed to get a decent amount of sleep, but like I said, you woke up early enough that there's not a lot of other people down there. You can also smell food from downstairs.
Okay, there's food coming from that shop.
Oh, from the inn, down at the inn. They have a.
Oh, from the inn. Oh, okay, from the inn downstairs. Okay. Do I know the shopkeeper for the apothecary?
Yeah, I think that you've had some encounters with him. He's kind of like, there's a town doctor, but he's more focused on poisons and stuff. And he seems to have for some reason, seems to have a very innate sense of how plants and different poisons work. It's almost supernatural.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I'll head downstairs and down to the inn, and if somebody is around, I might grab something small to eat, but if not, I'm just gonna kind of grab some rations out of my pack and munch on it as I go over and see what the apothecary's doing.
Okay, there's a decent amount of breakfast out. There's smoked sausage, goose egg, soft cheese, and apples.
Is it available to grab, or do I need to talk to somebody first?
It's available to grab.
Okay.
The inn is a little weird in that it's ran by... I didn't actually think of a name for this one, but I am going to make up something.
Okay.
It is ran by a joblin.
By a what?
A joblin.
Oh.
A joblin?
Yep.
Oh, Jaw, right? Joblin.
And I got a picture. Her name is Vicky. Similar shape, but it's more like, it's basically it literally sounds like what it sounds like. She kind of looks like a goblin and a shark had relation, and something happened.
Okay.
Very toothy, and she's like, "Oh, hey, Lux.
Oh,
Getting ready for the day?"
Oh yes, Vicky. I'll just grab me a sausage and I'll be right out. But how are you doing today?
Doing all right. We had some visitors come from the north. A little interesting. I don't know if you encountered those animal folk up there, but I think one of them's still asleep up there. I don't know. He looked really out of it. I wonder if he's didn't you mention Grinny was looking to get some help in? Maybe they're the help. They think they have a lot of gadget.
Oh yeah. I hadn't come across anybody yet. It seems I kind of beat everybody awake.
Yeah. Hey, do you want me to point them over wherever you're going, just in case?
Well, it seems the apothecary's already open, so I'm gonna head over there.
What was the apothecary's name again?
Azarel.
Okay, I should have wrote that down.
Maybe I can pick up something that can help me at the ruins today.
Good. That's definitely. Azrael seems to be knows his stuff. Let me know if you find anything neat. You know me. I don't get out that much. Being taking care of this thing here, I'm always good for a good story.
Oh yeah, you should come down to the ruins. There's so many stories that I've unlocked over there. So, yes, do you mind if I take an extra sausage and save it for later?
No, go ahead.
Well, thank you very much, Vicky. You have a good day.
You too.
I'm going to head out.
Mm-hmm.
Head over to the apothecary.
Okay. And then, quickly, Graham, Eric, another constitution save. Or no, actually, no. Let's make it a perception check.
All right.
Perception.
Well, that's a 2 again. This dice does not like me. Plus...
I rolled much better this time. Perception, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, total is 16. I rolled a 13 and a 3.
That's plus wisdom, so that's a 4.
Okay.
Great detective work so far.
Inspector Gadget.
Okay. Because this is actually something that's come up with another one shot. Okay, so I would say that Spanner, you smell a sausage and wake up, but I'm gonna need a dexterity save as you hop out of the bed, because this bed is actually for a larger creature.
Larger people, right?
Yeah.
Okay. A dexterity save, you said?
Yeah.
Haha! 14 plus 3. 17. I don't make an ass of myself this time.
Okay. Okay. All right. You hop down, and then what do you do? You smell the food outside?
Yeah.
Downstairs.
I'm gonna make sure my pants are on, and outside of that, I'm gonna go get me some food.
All right.
I think I will, just in case, take my hand crossbow with me. So, it's a new town. I don't know what to expect. So, yeah. Yeah. So I'm just gonna come down in like my pajama pants, a leather belt, and my hand crossbow, because that sounds funny.
Okay. I would say with that roll, Graham, you wake up a bit after that. There's a smell. Actually, no. I know how I'm going to do this. You wake up to what you think is the smell of something burning.
That's odd.
Like on fire burning, which is kind of bad if you're on the second floor of an inn.
Oh.
That is bad.
My biscuits are burning.
I hope it's nothing important. Hopefully it's not anything important. All right. Look around, see if I can figure out what's on fire. I don't know why I'm talking like that. It's my character voice. What's on fire? Should I roll to find out what's on fire?
Yeah. For an investigation check.
Investigation I'm good
For
at.
once, it's not going to be Spanner's fault.
That would be a 14 plus. Just to remind myself, because it's been a minute. That's it's a skill that I've got, so it's my proficiency plus my modifier.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 14 plus 4 is an 18.
Okay.
Nice.
There's food cooking down below.
False alarm. Yeah. Addison gets out of, I don't know, do Warforged sleep? Gets out of whatever she was doing.
I don't know. Do Warforged sleep?
Warforged, they sort of sleep, but it's like in a power down robot mode, low power mode, basically.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so Addison comes back online and stands up. Kind of like gets her stuff together and then kind of heads down to the kitchen. Probably doesn't eat. Addison is a Warforged. She's sort of, I'm picturing kind of like a bronzy metal.
Ooh.
Green glowing eyes, around 5 feet tall. I thought I was going to be the short one in this game.
Nope.
But she was originally built to be like a tinkering robot or like a crafting robot, but she's definitely gone against her programming in a way. But this is, if you are familiar with robots, you would probably recognize her as like a crafting unit.
Beep boop.
Oh, okay.
That is a good question. I don't know if Spanner would be familiar with Warforged. He might recognize you as an artificial creation, but beyond that...
Probably. I mean, I got glowing eyes and I'm made of metal. I'm not subtle. But she is also wearing like a duster jacket and like a dirty hat.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very like...
noir.
Very noir.
Nice.
Let's see. And yeah, she keeps a bolter at her side, which I would hardly say is trusty, but it's been a better friend over the years than some of the humanoids she knows. Gets the job done.
How noir.
And for our
I know, right?
And for our listeners, bolter is a weapon from the Lasers and Liches supplement. It's basically a handgun.
Seemed appropriate.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, and then Vicky looks over. Well, howdy.
Sorry, I was gonna say Spanner's gonna be all over that bolter once he sees it.
Vicky looks over and you guys goes, "Oh, howdy. We got a breakfast down here. Make sure to make yourself at home and let me know if there's anything you need."
Is Vicky saying that to
Both of us?
Yeah.
Both of you. I'm trying to make sure you guys aren't the party split for too long.
That's fair. That's fair.
And just too many pieces.
Yeah.
That's fair. I think Spanner is gonna. He's half asleep, and he's just gonna kind of sway back and forth over towards the bar, look up at the bar stool, and go, and start to climb up the bar stool. Because let's face it, he's probably as tall as the bar stool.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, he's like 3 feet tall.
I feel that I'm going to do this, but that actually reminds me, Eric. I do need a perception check as you walk over to the bar stool.
Sure. 11 plus a 3, if my memory serves. You said perception or...
Perception.
Yeah, it's still time. So yeah, 14.
So as you're walking over to the bar, you see something that you've never seen before out the door of the inn.
I mean, considering that this is the first time I've left Forbidden Falls, that could mean a lot.
Well, as described, you see a marsupial-looking creature, you're not sure, with claws and tentacles from the face, heading to a store across the street as you see the shopkeeper heading inside.
Banner's gonna...
I'm also running on... Oh, I was just saying, I'm also running on all 4 legs as I'm crossing the street, just to throw that in there.
He's gonna flag down Vicky and go, I think I need coffee, because you won't believe what I just saw.
Oh. Alright. She pours you a cup of joe. You now have a
Yay.
magical consumable item.
Nice.
It must be heated. If you... Actually, as an artificer, roll me an arcana check before I tell you the stuff, because I think you would recognize it as an artificer.
I would hope. Arcana, so that's... What is Arcana normally?
I think it's intelligence.
Well, I have it as a proficiency, but it's a +3. Anyway, I rolled a 10. I have a +3 to Arcana, but it's proficient, so I guess that means I get another +2, so 15? If my math is right, and I'm understanding this.
Okay. You recognize the device she's pouring you the coffee out seems to be magically enchanted.
Ooh.
You get...
He just kind of leans in and reaches out to poke at it.
It seems like with this item, this drink you have, if you present it hot to someone you meet for the first time with the magic, the command word, you look like you need this, you will have advantage on persuasion for your first interaction.
Nice.
And you look at it and you think about it, like, you think it kind of has some healing properties, so when use it on an conscious being, they heal 1d4, but you take a sip, it's mighty hot. So You probably don't want to use this on an unconscious person because you'll probably do 1d4 fire damage.
Ooh, that is some hot stuff. Well, since it's a little too hot to drink, I guess I will pay for it, of course, and then look at where I saw what I saw. Is it still there?
It's still there, and it's closer to the building, which is now the shopkeeper seems to have gone inside.
Okay. I rub my eyes, I slap my cheeks, and is it still there?
It's still there.
Alright, then I can't be dreaming. That thing is still there. So, he...
Oh yeah, Graham, if you want to, you can also do a perception check if you head down.
Oh, yeah.
I think Spanner's going to let his curiosity get the better of him, and he's going to take his hot coffee, and he's going to go find out what the hell he's seeing.
Perception, wisdom, Q, so that's a 17.
Okay, you also see this creature, and then you also see this little mousefolk take off after it.
I think, yeah, Addison kind of looks around and considers grabbing a sausage for maybe later as a prop, and then kind of just goes, whatever. Let's go see what's going on. And just wanders out to see what's going on.
Hey everyone, welcome to the mid-roll. I hope you're enjoying this episode. If you want to help us out, you can check out audible.com, which has thousands of audiobooks, including the X-Heroes series, which is a lot of fun because it's different superhero tropes meeting the zombie apocalypse. They have thousands of other audiobooks, podcasts, and Audible originals. And if you want to help us out, you can get an Audible trial at audibletrial.com/dungeonsandpop, all one word, and check it out. And now on to our promo for the episode, Microphones and Monsters, which you have actually been listening to the DM in this episode, Adam. And now on to the promo.
We were actually, me and my friend here.
He points to a cat.
Oh, you're friends with a cat.
Yes, he's one of those Dreamlands cats. So he's more than a cat.
Yes, and he is very lucky to consider myself his friend.
What did he say?
He said that I was lucky to consider myself his friend.
Oh, okay.
I do feel that way.
Okay.
I don't have too many friends.
You really aren't that bright, are you?
No.
Hey, it's me, Adam, the DM over at Microphones and Monsters. You just got done listening to a short clip from our show. Microphones and Monsters is a Cthulhu Mythos 5th edition actual play podcast. We ask you to join us every week, Monday and Friday. You can find us on your favorite podcatcher, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can find all of our links at microphonesandmonsters.com.
Now here's hoping I can do the voice route right. Okay, so Lux, as you approach the shop, door's open. Are you gonna just go in, or are you gonna knock?
Like, is it cracked open or just
it's
unlocked?
It's closed, but it's unlocked.
Okay. I mean, I imagine I've been here before, so if the shop's open, I'm just gonna kind of jump up and kind of claw up and because I gotta climb a little bit, and I'm gonna twist the doorknob and kind of hold on to it as the door swings, and then jump off and go inside.
Azrael hears the door open and turns around and looks around for one, then looks down and goes, Well, howdy, Lux.
Or hey,
What can I do for you?
hey, Azrael.
I will note that one thing I will note that their shop has a number of yellow flowers.
Oh, Sean, what am I going to do with you?
I'm never gonna stop referencing him like a shark.
Anyway,
Sorry. Go ahead, Adam.
Okay.
Well, I seem to be out of parchment and wax, and I was wondering if I could, if you had any more of that, so I could use it at for rubbings.
Yeah, I could. Let me go check the back. It reminds me one thing. I forgot to do one roll. Okay, lucky. He goes in the back and starts searching around. There's a glass mirror in the front of the store. Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
You said nothing seems out of the ordinary?
Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
which means there must be something that's out of the ordinary. Right?
I also said lucky.
You did. I'd like to roll a stealth roll so I can sneak up on what I'm pretty sure is some kind of fever dream.
All right. And then that'll be a counter perception roll from Lux.
Lux is probably going to see because I rolled a 10 for stealth.
I rolled a 12.
Yep. So, describe how you're trying to sneak in, Erik. Is Spanner using the old tried and true grappling hook to get in, or?
No, he was just following across the street, keeping low and skittering as a mouse would. He's trying to peek around the doorway while he's balancing a cup of hot coffee and his grappling pistol. Or rather, hand crossbow. And he's not as sneaky as he wants to be.
Well, how tall is he? How tall is Spanner?
Spanner is... I wrote it down, but yeah, he is 3 feet tall. Literally 3 feet tall.
Okay.
And he's skinny. He's like 34 pounds.
Okay. Lux is just staring towards the direction where Azaro went in the back, and I get kind of startled, and I get down on all fours and kind of skitter, like I do a 180 really quickly, and then I stand up, and at 2 feet tall, I look up to see your face, and
oh hey, don't sneak up on me like that. Who are you?
Spanner's going to scream. I'm not going to scream because 1, I live with other people, and 2, I don't want to blow out your ears, but Spanner is going to scream.
Yeah, the mouth tentacles kind of writhe when he gets excited.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So Addison, you hear a scream from inside the shop as you see this mouse folk walk inside. What do you do?
I think just head on in and just start kind of laughing.
So then you both see a Warforged walk in and start laughing. What do you guys do?
Stop! Why are you screaming? Why are you screaming? Stop! That's loud. Why?
And still screaming.
I'm gonna reach up with one of my front claws, and I'm gonna try and pat your mouth to get you to stop screaming.
Oh God,
guys! Andrea rolled a nat 20 to notice the screaming.
I would hope.
So you guys hear a growling from the back room before a large wolf smashes through the door and looks around with it has weird vegetable tentacles coming out of its back, almost like a displacer beast, but it's clearly vegetation, not like...
And now there's more screaming.
Yeah.
Addison just kind of looks at the whole scene and the screaming mouse folk and just goes, "New in town, huh?"
Shh, don't. Why are you screaming?
The strange wolf thing kind of looks around and realizes and then looks at the mouse folk and there's a long sigh, and you see it wild shape back into the town. We're calm down, kid. Just calm down.
I think at this point, Spanner has exhausted his oxygen supply and probably passes out.
Shenanigan!
Uh-huh.
It's our brand.
At least Spanner's first inclination was not to shoot.
This is true. Like,
Not gonna lie, it was a close thing. I'm like, no, let's not be a jackass to the guests.
This time.
This time. That's for your return show.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
hey, I'm the DM. They can come back if they want.
No, I meant me about being a jackass there next time around. All right, anyway.
I think Azrael sees it like, look, he hit him. He's gonna fall.
I'm gonna like. I'm guessing he's falling backwards.
Or, yeah, he's just gonna, like, drop like a sack of potatoes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna like try and grab you with my front paws. I guess that would be a strength check.
Yeah.
Because I weigh 20 pounds and I'm 2 feet tall when I'm standing up.
I am larger and heavier than you. Not by much, but by enough, apparently.
Azrael's eyes.
So I rolled a 1 and I have a -1.
Oh.
So I'm going to
Wait,
like latch onto
did you
him
say
with
you
my
rolled a 1?
yes. And then I have
You have a negative. Wow.
I'm tiny.
Yeah.
So I
But I mean, a 0?
yeah. Oh, so I grab onto him with my front paws and he just keeps going. So I just like reach up with my back legs and latch onto him there and then he just falls down and I'm just on top of him holding onto his toes.
With a 0, you latch onto him and then the weight kind of throws him off the side and Banner.
I probably land on top of you.
Okay.
No, like you spiral around and you kind of body surf Banner a few inches forward.
What?
As
Because you latched onto me, and that threw me off because of the added weight. So you just kind of like hold on for dear life as I spin around as I collapse.
Yeah.
and as Azrael's eyes widen as he had rolled a 17 on his intelligence check to realize that was a horrible idea. Oh, well, okay, yeah, He walks over and he helps you both up and sets you both on the counter and looks over to Az and like, you'd think this would not happen as much, but, you know, it kind of does. This is my life now.
This is my life now.
And he has like a moment aside and goes like, but I can live with that. My last life wasn't that good.
Oof.
That's all I'll say on that. Addison, can I do anything for you? Or I think he goes around to the opposite side and starts pulling out a first aid kit and trying to find the smelling salts to wake up Spanner.
Oh no, I just came to see the show. You need anything?
This is wildly like the very first hour. This is wildly gone completely off the rail.
It's kind of like the first episode of Adventures with Attitude. Within 5 minutes, his train of thought just kind of derails.
As he's there's another robbery last night. If you could look into it, I'd appreciate it. They got in my shop. It was Dale, that poor chipmunk folk. I don't think he did it, but I know how grin he is. I just want to help him.
Dale the chipmunk folk.
Hey, I improvise. I improvise.
I can't complain. Considering Spanner's inspiration.
Dale can't handle it in jail. He'll be trying to break out in 5 minutes.
That was your place got robbed, or was it another place?
It was mine this time. It wouldn't bother me, but there's people here who need medical supplies. There's at least one person who lives here. I've been constantly trying to help with a bit of a disease. I don't want them to suffer.
All right. Was anything? Some medicine was taken then?
Yeah, it was some alchemical supply. I mean, not like the alchemical like over at the hospital, just like the medicinal herbs I had.
Any sign of the break-in or?
Yeah. It looks like they snuck in and then they broke out through the window in the back. You want to check it out?
Yeah, I'll head on over.
Okay, and then he breaks open the smelling salts and starts to wake up
Spanner.
Spanner, and goes like, I think.
Oh God! God, that smells worse than my socks after a week. Wait a minute, I don't wear socks. He just kind of shakes his head, looks around. Oh, I really got to cut down on the triple-decker bacon peanut butter sandwiches after dinner.
And Azrael reaches over and pulls Splinter out of your face. It's just one.
A splinter?
Yeah, because you face planted.
Oh. Ow!
No.
I think he thinks for a moment. He's looking around. He looks over at Addison and then looks over at Lux.
I need to update my health. No, it was bad because I hadn't updated it from the last one shot.
He goes,
You've helped me out a lot, Azaro. And I hate terrible people doing terrible things to such wholesome people like yourself.
Am I doing the voice right?
Such people like yourself.
There you go.
A little more Stitch.
Yeah.
Azrael smiles like, you're welcome, Lux. We appreciate you around here. And he thinks about it like, I think that was your help going in the back.
I was going to roll another stealth to see if I could poke at luck because I'm pretty sure that it's a fever dream. But no, that was a total of 5.
So Lux, you see the poke coming. What do you do?
I grab his finger. Then,
oh God, you're real!
I let go as soon as he yells again, and I run over and I hide behind Addison.
What the? Who the? Why the? How the? Who, what, when, where, what? Yeah, that covers it.
I'd introduce you, but I don't think I know you either. I'm Addison, this is Lux.
I'm Spanner. I'm from the Forbidden Falls.
That explains a lot.
Now what's that supposed to mean?
By the way, if you guys want to roll a history check to know what that means, go ahead.
Yeah, what does that? What insult have I just done?
What does that mean?
I don't think.
It's roll and find out.
It's unusually accurate without knowing what's going on.
Yeah, what's the check? History?
History.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, that's a 9.
I got a 20.
Oh shit.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Not nat 20.
Oh no, they're still good.
Still, modified 20.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn good. You know, like, exactly why.
Yeah.
I would say with the rollgram, you know that Dale was kicked out of Forbidden Falls. And
Okay.
Ooh.
what little you know is that a lot of the animal folk in the area tend to come from there. But with that 20, you know that Forbidden Falls is actually a community of animal folk created by a powerful transmutation wizard who had fallen in love with a dryad. The dryad wanted to explore the world. They poured all their power into making it a reality. You're not sure how he did it, but he's a tree ant now, basically, that he transferred the dryadness to himself and gave his love the chance to explore the world. As part of his existence, the wizard has actually been basically kind of, I don't want to say word evolving, but it's pretty much that. So like a lot of the animals in the area actually kind of have become these like animal folk. It's almost like in a modern world, it's the Mormons kind of, but not. They tend
No, not the Mormons. It's more like the Amish.
the Amish.
actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
A secluded group of people
Like,
with their own way of life, own way of doing things. And the Amish actually or Mennonites, I think. But the animal folk of Forbidden Falls have their own kind of coming of age ritual wherein they go out into the world for the first time and both learn of the outside world and also plan to bring something back that they learned to Forbidden Falls.
Mhm. And with that 20, you realize that festival usually starts about a day or so ago.
okay.
You also
Which means I am quite literally the first time outside of my town.
Okay.
You also probably realize that Addison doesn't know this and is just yanking his chain.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull a rubbing out of my pouch and I'm going to like unroll it. I'm going to look at it and then I'm going to shake my head as my tendrils are just writhing. And I'm going to look up at Addison and go,
That wasn't very nice.
I'm not very nice sometimes. Shall we do this thing?
What are we doing?
Or you want to come?
Yeah, you should come with us.
Says the mouse in nothing but pajama pants and a leather belt.
You want to come investigate? We're going to go look into a robbery.
Maybe you can learn something.
About robberies.
And how to prevent,
I mean, it's something.
how to pull them off. Then we have an Ocean 11's one shot.
I'd be down for that.
Oh god, what if that's
Just don't scream.
like the next Guest-alheim campaign? It's all the guest stars coming back. It's Banner pulls a Ocean 11 heist.
That would be hilarious. I love that already, but Spanner's just kind of like trying to get the smelling salts out of his nose, and it's like, all right, sure, I guess. He's obviously still like half asleep, so he's just gonna like, sure, whatever. As he's in.
Ever solved a crime before?
No, actually. Committed a couple, but
I recommend not screaming.
Yeah, I'd recommend not screaming. That's actually rule number 1 of solving crimes.
all right, to be fair, I've never seen, and he motions to Lux, before. On that note, I've never seen what you are either. As he reaches out to kind of poke at Addison.
She kind of like takes half a step back and kind of looks you up and down and is kind of like analyzing your fighting capabilities out loud, like,
Oh god, no.
small creature.
He is a 3-foot-tall, silver-furred mouse with a little poof of silver hair. The most he has is his hand crossbow, which looks modified. I'll grant you that, since you probably have an eye for weaponry. It
Yep.
does something, you don't know what, though.
She's just kind of like, little guy, could get inside or on top of things. Don't know what that toy does, but that doesn't look fun.
Toy?
Not dressed for combat, though. Anyway,
I'm not dressed.
you might want to put on some pants then before we go solving too many crimes, but let's go check out the back.
But I am wearing pants. He says as he hops down and follows. He looks up to the shopkeeper. Sorry for the screaming. And then he just kind of scurries on after the other two.
He's like, all good. You're not the first person to scream at me. At least you didn't try to stab me like the last one.
Oof.
It's a low bar.
That's kind of sad.
At least he didn't stab me.
Shall I roll and investigate, or shall I just...
Yeah, I would say as you go into the back, there seems to be a number of cardboard boxes, like knocked around, that kind of thing. But yeah, for one investigative mystery. Or no, wait. This is not Monster of the Week.
Yeah, just roll investigation. Which, by the way, I rolled a natural 20 on.
I got an 18.
So,
I got a 23.
Damn.
so if my math is right, I got a 25 total.
You've solved the mystery now.
I want to know who did it. I want to know their social security number, and I want to...
You see,
He just goes Holmes on the thing.
Okay, so with those rolls, you notice someone broke in, and there's some boxes they're just evil. Look like they took some stuff out of that you can go over and look at.
When you say broke in, you mean like broke a window, yeah?
Yeah, broke a window, came in and out.
Where's the glass?
Inside or outside?
The glass is inside.
Okay, so somebody did break in.
Came in through here.
With those high rolls, there seems to be something stuck on the window.
Ooh.
I'm going to use the tip of one of my arrows to see if I can't dislodge it. Not touch it with my fingertips or anything, so as to not contaminate the crime scene.
I would note something. Everyone rolled at least a 20, right?
Yeah.
I got 18.
18.
Yeah, but with modifiers.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh no, that was with modifiers.
Addison, you notice with your 18 that some of this plot seems to be on the boxes too.
The stuff that was on the windows, on the boxes?
Yeah.
All right. Start looking at the stuff on the boxes.
Okay.
What is on the window and the boxes?
It seems to be a weird, fleshy. You almost want to say it's a clay. It's some kind of lumpy. It's not quite solid, not quite liquid.
Ew.
I want to climb up the wall to the window and like use my my tendrils to get a good smell of it. What does it smell like?
It's kind of strange. It sort of smells like flesh, but clay. It's hard to tell.
Okay.
Oh, and Addison, as you walk over to the boxes, I need a perception check.
I really should have taken perception as an ability. The 16 plus perception is wisdom, so that's plus 2. So it's 18.
Okay, I gotta roll some stuff. You said 18?
Apparently the only thing I can roll...
You said it was an 18?
18, yeah. Apparently the only numbers I can roll are 2 and 18.
Okay.
Just making sure you get the right one for the right roll. That's the trick.
Yeah, that's the real trick. It's a opalite dice that is not cooperating with me.
Okay. So here's the thing about these cardboard boxes. They seem kind of weird because it seems like stuff was taken out of it, but it almost seems like someone tried to close them up. And as you get closer to them, you notice some of them kind of have ridges on the side. It seems strange. There's about 4 of them. And as you walk towards them, what's your AC?